Terrors episode, with stories sent in by you, our microterror listeners. Send in your own story at microterrors.com. Welcome to Microterrors. Scary stories for kids, where it's always the spooky season, full of chills, thrills, and spine-tingling spooks. Microterrors are family-friendly frights for those ages 8 and up. And while our stories are for younger ears, we are still talking about things that go bump in the night, and some children may not be able to handle what others can. Parental consent is recommended. Now, for tonight's Micro Terror.
The Ghost Hunt Sleepover, written by Sophie, age 7. Savannah was looking out her window. She was looking at the house next door. She saw a truck, but no one was driving it. She saw boxes floating, but no one was holding them. Then Savannah ran downstairs to tell her mom. "Mom," Savannah said, "I saw floating boxes. I think it's a ghost. Can I show you?" Her mom said, "Ghosts aren't real." Savannah ran back upstairs, but then the house looked normal. The truck was parked. Nobody was out. "That's strange," thought Savannah. "I think I did see it there." The next day, Savannah told her friend, Johnny. "That is pretty strange," said Johnny. "How can boxes float? And how can trucks be driving without people driving in them?" Savannah said, "I don't know." "Let's have a sleepover," said Johnny. "Wait, but we can also invite Taylor," said Savannah. That night they told their moms they were having a sleepover. Then they all met at Savannah's house. "Hi, Savannah," said Johnny. "We can go to sleep, or we can sneak out to that house." "But what happens if Savannah's mom catches us?" said Taylor. "She'll be asleep when we sneak out of the house," said Johnny. "It'll be all right," said Savannah. "My mom won't see a thing. She won't even know. Let's sneak out of the house and see the ghost." They went into the house next door. A chill ran down Savannah's spine when they tiptoed into the house. "This is creepy," said Johnny. "It's okay," said Savannah. "There is something creepy, though. We don't know if the ghosts can see us." "We have to look at one of the rooms," said Taylor. "Okay," said Johnny. One of the rooms had a glowing green light. "That's pretty spooky," said Savannah. "It won't be spooky if we look," said Taylor. They went into the room. It was spooky. They saw skeletons dancing around a cauldron. "Skeletons are dancing around a cauldron," said Savannah. "But then who was holding the boxes and who was driving the car?" "This is weird," said Johnny. "If this keeps happening, we're going to be freaked out," said Taylor. "Maybe skeletons teamed up with ghosts," said Johnny. "Stop freaking everybody out," said Savannah. Okay, I won't," said Johnny. "I know something. Maybe there's a certain day that the ghosts haunt the house," said Taylor. "We have to keep listening to the skeletons. I heard them sing weird songs like, 'Boo, boo, boo, come back to me, from all the cauldrons in the world, come back to me.'" "That's so weird," said Johnny. Savannah looked out the window. "What's happening to my house?" she said. As they were all looking out the windows, there were weird green arms around her house. "Oh no, this is really, really bad," said Taylor. "Look behind you!" screamed Savannah. They were pulled into the darkness. Taylor, Savannah, and Johnny all screamed. The end. The Snake Princess, written by Addy Porter, age 6. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Addy. One time when she was sleeping in her bed at night, she heard a rustling in her closet. She woke up out of her bed to check, but there was nothing there, so she thought it was just a dream and went to bed. But then it happened again, and this time there was a snake princess out in front of her in the room. She was just like a normal princess, but her feet were snakes. She had 8 snakes for her feet. Addy closed her eyes quickly and went to bed. In the morning, everything was normal. The next night, she felt something wrapping around her. The snake princess was grabbing her with her snake feet, and she took Addy to her home, which was filled with all the snakes. She saw her mom and dad and sister there also. She tried to rescue them, but the snakes wrapped her up too. The end.
This has been a special Listener Terrors episode with stories sent in by you, our Micro-Terror listeners. Thank you for listening to Micro-Terrors. Join us each Saturday for another scary story. For more fun, visit our website at microterrors.com, where you can get the latest Micro-Terrors news, read fun facts about each story, sign up for our monthly newsletter, and even send in your own scary story for us to tell. Plus, you can become one of the terrified by joining the fan club at microterrors.com to enjoy exclusive perks like reading stories a week early, receiving complimentary books, and communicating directly with Micro-Terrors writer and creator Scott Donnelly. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram using the handle @Micro-Terrors. I hope you'll join us again soon for Micro-Terrors, scary stories for kids.